am going to discuss to you remediation through phonemic awareness. So what is phonemic awareness? It is the understanding that spoken language words can be broken into individual phonemes, the smallest unit of spoken language. Phonemic awareness is not the same as phonics. For phonemic awareness, focuses on individual sounds in the spoken language. For short, it is the understanding of phonics. So why is it important to learn phonemic awareness? It is important to learn phonemic awareness because it requires readers to notice how letters represent sound. It primes readers to print. It gives readers a way to approach sounding out and reading new words. It helps readers understand the alphabetic principle, and the letters in words are systematically represented by sound. So there are activities and critical phonemic awareness. So we have the sound isolation, blending, and the segmenting. So for the sound isolation or the phoneme isolation, it is a strategy that helps develop students' phonemic awareness. A. Choose students to do all the steps in the task before asking children to do the task. Like for example, my tongue to say the first sound in man is M. Man begins with M. Use consistent and brief wording. The first sound in man is M. Everyone say the first sound in man is M. The first sound in the word magic is M. Then we have next. Correct errors by telling the answer and asking students to repeat the correct answer. Example, the first sound in man is M. Say the first sound in man with me. M. Then, let's go to blending, or the joining the sound of letters to form a word. Like for example, the sun. When students are first learning to blend, use examples with continuous sounds because the sounds can be stretched and held. Like for example, the word mom. When students are first learning to task, use short words in teaching and practice examples. Like for example, Malayan wants one of these pictures. Listen to hear which picture he wants. Then, when students are first learning the task, use material that reduces memory load and to represent sounds. Like for example, you are going to use pictures, the 3 square strip, or you can use blanks in representing sounds in word. Like for example, Then we have, as students become successful during initial learning, remove scaffolds by using progressively more difficult examples. As students become successful with more difficult examples, use fewer scaffolds such as pictures. So, this time we are going to remove the pictures that we are using for the scaffold. For the, such as the word S-T-O-T. S-T-O-T. We have segmenting, the ability to break word and individual sounds. So, for example, the sound in sun are In phoneme segmentation, instructions strategically integrate familiar and new information. A. Recycle instructional and practice examples used for blending. Blending and segmenting are of the same kind. The only difference is whether students hear or produce a segmented word. Note that a segmenting response is more difficult children to reproduce than a blending response. Like for example, listen, my lion puppet like to say the sound in words. The sound in mom are Say the sound with us. Concurrently, teach letter sound correspondences for the sound students will be segmenting in words. Like for example, the letter sound for the word sun and set is S. The letter sound for the word sound and set is S. Make the connection between the sounds in words and sounds of letters. Like for example, the word sun is and for the it represents the letter S. For the it represents the letter U. Then the it represents the letter N. Sun. Use phonologic skills to teach more advanced reading skills, such as blending letter sounds to read words. For example, have them do familiar tasks and blending to teach stretch blending with letters. So, that's all for today and thank you.